here we are ready for our final part to our fraction figure. And for this activity, you'll need to have your scissors, your glue stick, and then the supplies that we provided, the tissue, the ribbon, and the gems. And I'm going to talk a little about how to make the clothing for your fraction figure. So the ribbon can be used in any variety of ways, and we'll get to that part later. The thing we're going to start with is the tissue paper. So you'll have a variety of colors. Maybe your colors will be different than mine. I seem to have orange and black and green, and then these colors. So kind of one of the interesting things about this project is you have to figure out how to make what you have work. One of the things I want to make sure to talk to you about is how to make a skirt, because it's kind of funny and kind of different than you would imagine. So first of all, let's pick out something for her top. And I want to show you that if you lay this down, you can actually see through it. So that helps me, because then I know exactly how big I need to make her top, because I'm going to cut it out. Because I'm making her wear a dress, I think I will give her some sort of tank top type shirt. And you can just trace that out to go along the lines of her body. And I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but you can definitely see where her shape is. So I've drawn the lines on it, and then I'll cut the top off. Now, if you're like me and you do some trimming, sometimes you trim too much, and then you just keep trimming and trimming and trimming until you get something that works. All right, so there's her top, and we'll glue that down when we're ready. I'm going to show you how to make a skirt. So to make a skirt, and you won't believe this is very funny, but you want to make sure that you cut out whatever you're doing, that you cut it out way bigger than you think you should. So her waist is right like that. I'm actually going to draw pencil lines for the skirt all the way out to the edge of this paper. And the reason why is because it's going to get folded over. So I'm going to take this shape and just slightly cut it into a skirt shape, way bigger than she is. That is just, it looks like a garbage bag. If you change your mind and you don't want her to wear a garbage bag, like I don't want my girl to wear a garbage bag, I'm gonna give her a shorter skirt. I think a shorter skirt won't look quite as much like a garbage bag. So the way to make your skirt is you're gonna start sideways, not on her body at all. And I'm gonna draw like a little line of glue with my glue stick right down the side of her body, like that. Okay, and then I'm gonna set the skirt on top of that, right along the edge. And you might think to yourself, how is this gonna be a skirt? Well, watch what happens. Do you see? It will look like a skirt, and it will look like it's a skirt wrapping all the way behind her body. So to get the other side, you're gonna do a line down the other side of her body, like this. See how I did that? And then you're gonna fold this under. See how I folded it? Fold it under and glue it down. Well, you're still probably thinking to yourself, now this still doesn't look like a skirt, Jessica. Why is it like this? That is very strange, right? We wouldn't wear a skirt like that. We are gonna take the top of it and we're gonna fold it down. So I put a little glue at her belly. You can't see that because it's underneath the black, but you're gonna take that and then you're gonna bunch the skirt, just like a waistband, onto this glue. And this is where the ribbon comes in super handy. Because once you've got it all glued down, you can then cover this part that would otherwise look weird with a ribbon or with another piece of tissue. But you can see that this can now be the waistband to her skirt. So I think I'll do that. I'm really glad that I didn't go with the garbage sack skirt. So it's much too big for this design. Maybe a big long ball gown would look good with a different background or a different color, but for me, that wasn't what I wanted today. Even though I think black gowns are very beautiful. Bit of glue here. For the waist of our skirt. So here we have, now you can see that our skirt really is three-dimensional. It pops out. And I can add this top if I want to, right like that. And I think I will. And in fact, if you want to, maybe instead of a skirt, you want to make it a dress. So let's take that off real quick. And I'm gonna add glue onto here for her tank top. And now I can set this right on top, like that. And then glue the purple ribbon on. So now she's got a dress, sort of, with a purple waistband. And you can add more to this if you want. Like, I think that it doesn't quite look exotic enough for my liking. It's kind of a plain dress. So I'm gonna add some sort of like thing onto the shoulders here. Add a little extra layer of poofiness and some design. So I'm gonna do that on the other side too. You don't have to have a symmetrical design. You could definitely make it asymmetrical, but for this case, I think I'm gonna make her sleeves symmetrical. So I still think that my dress isn't quite done. I'm gonna add like some black up here by the collar, I think. I decided I didn't like the way those look. I'm gonna make them look a little more like flowers or something. That looks better, I think. So here she is, and I'm gonna show you the shoes. So you can make any style of shoes you want. Of course, you can make sneakers, or you can make dress shoes. You can make high heels or boots or flats. I'm gonna show you just how I do like a little black dress shoe. But you can also change this up if you want. Like you could give her a heel, or you could make it into a boot, or you could give it some straps. I think I'll give it a little strap. And I know everybody always wants to know about the face. Here's what I do for the face. I'm gonna do her eyebrows and her eyeballs and just the tops where her eyelashes are. I'm gonna leave the rest alone because the more you do, kind of the harder it becomes to fix. And so I think less is more in this instance. And now I can do a little bit of the gems. You can do gems however you want. A lot of times people like to put a gem on their ears. So if you have 2 earrings showing, you could do that. In my case, she just has like 1 earring because the other one's hidden behind her hair. The other thing you can do with the pen, and I think I might do this with her, when we were painting hers, I had a feeling her hair would end up being kind of a grayish color because of the black that I used. So I'm gonna just go over her hair with pen. I wouldn't do that unless you have a pen color that is very similar to what you want to use for her hair. And that helps make her hair show a little bit better. And you could give her a bracelet or whatever you want. Maybe I'll give her a little bracelet made of a couple of gems. And I think that's all I'll do for her. Simplicity. So I like her. She's nice and simple, and she's got just a nice short dress. I did another one earlier, and that's this one. So you can see similar colors in terms of her hair. I used dark hair for her as well, but I did her in sort of this rock and roll style. So she has like boots and a choker necklace and some leather wristbands, and she's sort of the like rocker chick and she's sort of the going out to dinner with her family is sort of the two styles. They could even be the same girl on different days. But here's an example of a couple of the ones that I did, and I can't wait to see what you do.